Hi there. My name is Josh Deacon. I'm an undergrad at the University of Minnesota studying marketing and entrepreneurship, double major. Graduating in 3 years, hoping to be graduating this spring. I'd just love to get to talk to you a little bit more. Here's my resume. I'd love for you to look it over and let me know what you think. Yes, my resume. The piece of paper about my life and my accomplishments that is so full of fluff and buzzwords that hopefully one day a recruiter will pick it up, skim it over, and decide that I am a good fit for the job. And it sucks. Now I get it. Resumes basically are a necessary evil. With thousands of responses, you need some way to filter through them, and the best way to do that is to get about a page on everybody to figure out exactly what makes them qualified for the job, what would make them a good company culture fit. And you need to be able to just quickly skim through, figure out who would actually be the best. But that's just the problem. What actually constitutes somebody who'd be good for a job? Because let's say someday, some person came up to you and asked you what makes you a unique, strong individual with lots of skills. Would you actually tell them? Yes. I take some classes that I find moderately interesting, and I had some work experience, which I did, and I got to practice leadership through that, and my GPA is pretty good, and boring. Yes. Because I'd rather tell that person about the time that I used my problem-solving skills when the trailer I made broke on a bump in Montana.
Hey, this is better than it not. Okay.
This is where your trailer wound up. In beautiful Montana, next to a field of sheep. Or how I always keep going. Like this summer when I broke my toe playing spike ball, and then hiked 36 miles on it over the next 30 hours to get to a glacial lake in Canada. We will tape that up, and I will hike 30 miles.
Oh, let's run across it.
No, I can't.
I can't either.
Or how I can take charge and be a leader. Like when I was in Canada and I navigated 2 boats, 50 miles on the 23rd largest lake in the world, with a storm coming and it was getting dark. And as for the stuff that actually makes it to my resume on that one page, most of it I don't actually get to elaborate on in the way that I find most meaningful. My resume says that I go and study business with a decent GPA, but it misses the fact that I've learned more from the friendships I've created and the people I've met and the perspectives that I've taken than I could have ever learned in any of my classes. My resume just has a brief work history, but it misses that these kids that I worked with and the school I worked for became some of my best friends, and that I learned how to renovate a building up to code, and that I got to tell pilots where to go from 50 feet up in the air shooting hot glycol at a plane with 2 joysticks. And my resume rounds out with several clubs with enough buzzwords that would insinuate leadership and other things that it would seem as though I'm a well-rounded individual with at least some interests and not just horribly boring. Resumes fall short because in trying to capture what makes us great, they miss the things that make us who we are. The hobbies we have, where we invest our time. The ways in which we try to cure boredom. The places we've been that blew us away. Our greatest successes and our happiest moments.
Happiest moment of my life. The Vikings just won. Puppies. Puppies.
The times we failed.
I'm a fool.
And the times we overcame.
We're still going. And the friends who make us who we are. I got Rachel hot Cheetos for Valentine's Day. I couldn't find flowers.
I made this video because I wanted a chance to creatively express that side. I wanted a chance to tell about the stories, the people, and the experiences that all made me, me. Because if I'm being honest,